everybody, I'm Teacher Alice and welcome to another story with a robot. All right, are we ready? Let's go. This story is titled The Robot and the Bluebird and it is written and illustrated by David Lucas. Let's give it a go. Oh, how beautiful. And don't forget, as I tell the story, you will be asked questions, you will be given things to think about, and answer as you watch. There once was a robot with a broken heart. The others did their best to fix him, but it wasn't any good. Hey kids, I want to ask you, what does it mean if someone has a broken heart? Does it mean that your heart is really broken? Or it means that you're sad about something? I see. Definitely very deeply sad about something. So, he was sent to sit on the scrap heap with all of the other old machines. Look at him, lonely sitting in the old machines. He tried talking to them. He said, "My heart was broken, you know." But they didn't answer him. After all, they were just scrap. So he lay down and looked up at the sky. He lay there through the long, dark nights and the empty days. He lay there rusting in the autumn rain. He lay there when the first snows of winter fell. Hey kids, our lonely robot laid through the day, through the night, through the rain, and through the snow. Can you repeat after me? Through the day, through the night, through the rain, through the snow. That's correct. What do you think will happen next? Let's see together. And there, one day, it was a bluebird. Here it is. Fighting against the freezing wind. She landed on his shoulder. Here, this little shoulder. "What are you doing here, little bird?" he said. "I'm flying south," she said weakly. "South, where the sun shines. But I'm so cold and tired, and I can't go no further." "I'm sure you don't want to stay here," said the robot. "I'm rubbish." But the bluebird just shivered and said nothing. "There is a space where my heart used to be," the robot said gently. "You can sleep there if you'd like." Then the robot pulled his wires and made a little nest for the tired, weak bird. So the bluebird settled down to sleep on a nest the robot made. And as the robot looked out into the night, he was astonished, surprised, shocked, to feel as if he had a warm, living, beating heart. And when the bluebird fluttered, he felt as if his own heart were fluttering. The next morning, the door to his heart opened and the bluebird sang, sweet and bright in the icy air. "My old heart only ever said tick-tock, tick-tock," said the robot. "But now my heart is singing." And the bluebird flew a little way up into the air. And the robot felt like his heart was flying. And creaking, he got to his feet and danced, and creaking, clanking, dance. Hey kids, what happened to the robot's heart? He felt it flutter because the bird was there as if it were real. Let's see what's going to happen next. I'm curious. "I wish I could live in your heart," said the bluebird, "but I die of cold if I stay here. Winter has come so soon, and I still have so far to go. I don't even know if I have the strength," she said sadly, settling in his hand. See, the robot is looking at the bird, and he also looks a bit sad. "Then let me carry you," said the robot. "I'll carry you in my heart and shelter you from the cold and the storms." Kids, what did the robot want to do? To carry the bird, you say? That's correct, yes. And so he carried her in his heart across frozen wastes, towering mountains, through the blizzard and fog, until he was deathly tired and his joints groaned. Joints with every step he took. And when the last sun shone, he opened the door to his heart, and out flew the bluebird, singing and twittering thank yous. The robot lifted his arms toward her, but he couldn't take another step. His strength had failed at last. "Make your home in my heart," he said in the faintest whisper, and he hung his head. And the bluebird lived in his heart always, and the robot stands there still, his arms outstretched like an old hollow tree, home every year to singing birds. Look at all of the birds that have gathered around our amazing robot. Kids, this story was a bit sad because not all of the stories are fully happy, but in the end, I think this is still a happy end. The robot felt like he missed his heart, and then he gave in and let the birds fill his heart. This is a metaphor. You can ask your mommy and daddy, what does it mean? And what did they think about the story? I'm sure they will tell you something that happened in their lives that made them feel very similar like this robot. See you in the next story. Bye-bye.